What is up, my jizzin' monkeys? Are you ready for Spawn issue number 127? Let's go. Spawn sits at a lunchroom table or a breakfast place table or something, I don't know, wherever the fuck he is. Wanda sits at her kitchen table in her home, and Terry sits at his desk at his office. So yeah. So they're having like an engagement party, and this is obviously a flashback to when he was Al Simmons and not Spawn. Then Terry goes up to Al Simmons and says, hey, maybe you shouldn't take this mission from Jason Wynn, you know? Since you're gonna get married and all that shit. Maybe you should just take like a desk job and be safe. Then they start to kind of get into a heated little argument. Al Simmons pretty much says, you know what? I think you're jealous because you're not enough of a man to get your hands dirty or put your life on the line. And he says, that's a good theory, but maybe I'm just actually looking out for you. And you know what I think? I think you just like to hurt people. And then Spawn's like, what? I don't like to hurt people, even though he does. And he's like, but I don't mind doing it either. And he fucking walks out. So Al goes back and meets up with Wanda. And then she notices that Al's knuckles are kind of bleeding, but that's because he punched the wall. And she's like, where did that come from? And Al is like, well, you know, Terry and I were just roughhousing a little, you know, just chilling, you know, doing what us boys do. And then Terry comes over and she's like, Terry, what's up? Let's all take a picture together. And that's exactly what they do. Then we move back to present day where Wanda's talking to Cyan. Cyan questions who's that guy in the picture. Wanda explains that it's Al Simmons, her previous husband, and Cyan thinks that they got a divorce for a second, but then Wanda explains that no, he died actually. Then we switch back to the past in the night before that Al Simmons died, and Wanda's asking him, do you have to go out now at this time? Do you have to go on this mission exactly at this moment? This is kind of the worst time. And he's like, sorry, this shit doesn't abide by your schedule. Then they get into an argument, and Wanda eventually starts blaming Al Simmons for the fact that their baby died because he actually abused her. So yeah. Wanda then eventually goes shopping with Terry, and she spends all of Al's money because he's away right now, and you know, out of spite. And eventually they go to, you know, escape the rain, and they're in this little doorway and they kiss each other. Obviously Wanda wasn't okay with this because Wanda is his girl, but she was open to it at first for like a second. Then we move on to Terry fucking talking about his job and telling Wanda that, you know what, we gotta take leaps forward to make any progress and to make any change. So Terry quits his job. And that, my friends, wraps up Spawn issue number 127. Like the video if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, don't be a pussy. Like the video. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.